joining me for the first official episode of the RedHeadWays broadcast. I hope you'll excuse me. I'm in the middle of actually working while I do it, but it was taking too long for me to get it going, so I thought it was about time. So I figured I would do it here. So what I will be talking about in this episode will be the time my nude photos went up across my high school, and when I was blackmailed by a girl while we were in the middle of sexting. Well, video, internet sexting. So I will start with the high school photos. So this was probably, the worst thing that can happen to a guy in high school. So what happened was, I had a buddy come and visit me. Luckily, I wasn't at school that day. I wasn't at school. And suddenly, my buddy shows up at my house, and he's like, "Hey, so, did you see this?" Goes and hands me a piece of paper, a flyer. And on that flyer, come to find out, oh wait, on that flyer was a picture of myself and another guy that was the same age as me, but naked. And here's the thing, though. Yes, we were underage when the photos were taken, but yeah, he showed up at my house, and only thing he says to me is, "Hey, did you see this?" I lift it up and look, and all it is a picture of me and my buddy, and we're both standing next to each other, laughing, completely fucking naked. I mean, we're both completely naked. And they got posted all over the high school. I guess, let me give you guys a little background story so you can actually understand why in the world I would, why in the world there would be a picture of me and another gentleman completely naked. So, at the time, it was me, my buddy, the guy in the picture, and a girl named Jessica. And we all would mess around together. And, it would be like me doing something with her. After that was done, she would go do something with him. Vice versa. Well, when we were done, we walked out of the bathroom, or he walked out of the bathroom. I was walking out of the bedroom. And we're both naked, walk up and run into each other, basically. And she snaps a photo. Now, mind you, this was before cell phones were around. So, this photo was on a, store-bought disposable camera. So, we're like, hey, you definitely have to fucking delete these. You can't have them getting out. Not delete. We tell her we're gonna destroy this, of course. I mean, shoot, we're like 16. She would have been 20 at the time. No, I believe younger, actually. I would have been 15. And she would have been... She would have been 19. Yeah. Okay. So anyways. So we go and we leave my buddy's house, and we go behind his house, and we decide to break the camera. And we did. We broke the camera, thinking everything would be completely fine and normal. Why does it still say that? That is completely wrong for what is on my stream. That's a bunch of bullshit. First of all, there shouldn't say crazy downpour, by the way. I apologize for that. Okay. Anyways, back to it. So we go behind his house and we break the camera, and we think everything is great, hunky-dory. Well, come to find out, after the pictures came out, she went back and dug the film out of the camera and had it developed. I can't say for sure. I mean, she says that her brother edited it. I don't even remember what we really looked like. I just remember dicks were really tiny, and we looked fucking horrible. I mean, how much worse can two teenage guys look that are straight in high school? I mean, it can't get much worse than posters of both of you naked together all over the school. So, where was I? So after my buddy came to the house and got me and told me, I am looking at it, and just to top it all off, my mom walked up behind me right at that moment. So she saw the flyer, had no choice but to get involved to see, to help, because it's not like I was going to be able to ride my bike down to the high school quick enough. So I had to, had to show my mom the flyer and explain what was going on. Luckily, she was cool about it, but she knew me. She knew it was that I was going to do whatever the hell I wanted, whenever I wanted to at that age. I mean, I would be grounded, and because I wanted to see my friends or go mess around, with this girl, that I was hopping out second story windows the moment I was grounded. There was no stopping me. So that was when I first found out that the pictures got posted all over the high school. And when I got to the school, I found one poster still up, but they were gone. I still know, or at the time, I still knew somebody, a girl that actually had gotten one of the flyers and actually kept it. I have not spoken to her in a long ass time, but I would really be curious if anybody would actually still have that. See if I can keep the shirt in view, because if you guys like the show and channel, pick up a shirt. I'll be happy to make one and send it to you. Alright, where was I? So, the reason she did this, from what I found out, was because she was mad that we all weren't friends anymore. Basically, I was already not considered her friend anymore, because she had told the other two guys that we hung out with that I had raped her. Mind you, I was still a virgin at this point. Virginity ring and everything. Yes, I had a virginity ring while I would go do these things. But basically, some drama was getting stirred up, and friendships were ending. And people didn't like it, and so I guess she had them printed out and she put them everywhere. I basically, my balls hit the floor, my stomach flew out of my throat. I don't know how to describe what I felt the moment I looked at that fucking cursed flyer. What do you do when you look down? There's a picture of you and another teenage guy, butt fucking naked, just laughing your asses off. Yep. And luckily, me and actually the other guy, we weren't friends at the time that this went out, so it actually ended up helping our friendship rebuild itself, because there was just, since she did that to him, it pushed us back together, which was great, because out of the 4 people I got really, really close with from the age of 13 and up, only only 2 of them have ever stayed cool with me, and the other 2, one, I'll have to tell you how we got the name Comeback. It literally come back. And the other one just moved away and never wanted to talk to any of us again, I guess. So becoming friends with Andy again was great. Now, fast forward a little bit, and I did speak to Jessica about it, and I mean, we speak to this day. She might actually be a guest for the next part on this story. I'm thinking of seeing if Andy will come in. So, but after I found out, I never cared after that day. I was running down the street naked. I was doing whatever the hell I wanted to do at that time anyways, other than having the actual act of sex. I was doing everything else. So yeah, I was a boy going through puberty, and me and my friends met somebody that was down to teach us and let us explore, so hey, couldn't complain. Sadly, she had the potential to be a vindictive, conniving Satan. I know redheads don't have a soul. That's why I feast on everyone else's. But damn, hers isn't that way because she's a redhead. She was just naturally created that way. Bravo, Jess. So yeah, that was the first time my naked photos got released, and it wouldn't be the last. It wouldn't be the wouldn't be the 4th time. It wouldn't be the last. So yeah, that was what happened with the photos going across the school. Now, I would love to be able to tell you that it didn't bug me, or that, it didn't get to me, but it did. It broke my fucking heart to suddenly be like, oh my god, dude, it's everywhere. But one thing I learned very quickly as I was growing up was, if you just don't care and let it bug you, then people can't bug you. And people did come up to me and say things about it. Basically, I laughed and would ask to see it. I wasn't the class clown. I was the school jester fucking moron. I only went to school for lunch period, and then would leave after that to go back home most of the time because, well, you know, I just had no reason to go in. Mind you, I am running security right now, so that's why I have to keep an eye on everything. It's 2 a.m. and yeah, I started this job, and that was why this should have been filmed at the studio a week ago, but with getting this job the day I was going to do it, I have to work because everything I'm doing is being funded by me. The website and everything else is funded by me, and that includes the supplies for the t-shirts, making the t-shirts, everything. So, on that note, do you like this shirt? Do you like RedHeadWays and what we're doing? You should really, really head on over to RedHeadWays.com and go to the shop and pick up a shirt, because the more that you guys back this channel, or the more everyone shows that they enjoy it, that will have a big effect on my schedule of how often I broadcast. Like, I'm thinking every other day right now, but if, say, people really like it, I'll do it every day or multiple times a day. But while I'm working, it's going to be really a lot harder. So, you know, if you guys like the show, go support your fellow redheads or the RedHeadWays. All right, now let's go on to being blackmailed with nude photos. Now, I really hope no one has had to deal with this before, because this was fucked up. So I had just broken up with my live-in girlfriend. We were living together, and I had to break it off. It had to end. But we still had to share the lease for a month. So, yeah, I was nice. I gave her the bedroom, and I took the living room. And that was how it was going to be. She hated my guts after I broke up with her. You know, she barely fucking spoke to me ever again. She hasn't spoken to me since, which I'm not at all surprised. But I was outside, or I was in the living room. This was about 3 days after we broke up. I was feeling sad and lonely, you know, wanting somebody to talk to. And surprise, surprise, I meet this cute girl online, and she wants to do some video talking and some phone sex. You know, it starts out kind of light. And, you know, we start getting into it. We start taking clothes off and everything. So my ex is in the back bedroom. I'm in the living room, half naked, or almost fully naked at this point. And we're talking on the computer. And suddenly, in the middle of this whole normal thing, she hits a button and hella messages start going across the screen talking about, I will not be bullied into taking my clothes off. I will not allow a man to dictate and force me to feel uncomfortable. And because of that, I am now taking your pictures and doing whatever I want with them. And right then, I stopped, pulled up my pants, and I'm like, what is this? And she's like, well, if you don't want these pictures to get out everywhere, you have to pay me. And as soon as she said that, I was like, you fucked with the wrong person, you dumb bitch. I laughed at her. I really did. I told her that she could take them, she can have them, and she could do whatever the fuck she wants with them, because she chose the wrong person to try and blackmail with their photos. because I do not care at all, especially after the first time. There are naked pictures of me out right now, and I know what you're all thinking. Oh God, he's had a bunch of naked pictures out, now he's just gonna want to take off his clothes. But don't worry, you are absolutely right. I am definitely gonna be taking off my clothes for everybody. So, you know, get used to it. But she starts demanding, you know, a couple $1,000s right away, and she learned pretty quick that it wasn't going to happen. And what made it to where it was more than just, you know, upsetting or disappointing was the fact that right after she started begging for the help, and she started making up this huge story about how her brother was sick and she needs money to support him and take care of him. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was kind enough to tell her, I was like, if you message me tomorrow, I will help you find some fundraising things, but you're not getting a fucking dime. I'm not giving you any money. Even if I had any money to give at the time, I wouldn't have given it. Fuck that. You know, I could look like Paris Hilton in my sex tape, and I still ain't gonna pay a fucking dime unless, you know, they're gonna throw in extra women or something. Don't ever be ashamed of going through completely natural things that happen. Are you hetero? Sorry, hey, I'm new here too. And I had to do the self-promotion because I don't have any people, you know, investing in this. This is the first episode, by the way. I wasn't checking messages. First episode, no ads, no nothing. So again, yeah, it's me doing it. Sorry, I cut off because of the message. Basically, it was just non-stop. I was able to really quickly see how people use other people's fear and other people's reactions to get whatever they want out of people. You know, for a quick second, I definitely felt that fear and that, oh God, what the fuck do I do? And trying to figure out what I could possibly do. And a lot of times there's nothing you can do. And that's why there's no use for getting yourself all worked up and getting incredibly embarrassed. Do what you can to get it down and write to whoever you may have to if it goes up on a site or something. But what's the likelihood of people seeing it? And if they do, own it. Fuck them. Just, you know, it happens. Look at how many damn women and guys have gotten famous simply from their nude tapes and pictures getting out. So it's, you know, look, Kim Kardashian. I definitely wish that showing my ass and, you know, I can't say taking a dick because, no, that one I can't do. But, yeah, fuck it, you pay me enough? No, it's just, I think a lot of people I've learned have a lot of problems with just not knowing what to do. And that's completely common. That's completely normal to have no idea what to do next. The only thing you can do is wait and see what happens and take your next step from there. And maybe my reaction isn't the best. You may not want to laugh at them and, you know, go that route because not everyone's going to react the same. You know, that reaction can cause a lot of anger. Anyways, I hated having to do this at work, but the fact is I was lagging. You know, it's YouTube. It was heading over to YouTube from Twitch. It's a scary thing. I wanted it to be professional, but the more I kept waiting to make it professional, the more I just wasn't getting anything out. So I couldn't keep doing that. So hopefully you guys can forgive this, and the rest should be filmed properly. There will be you know, extra stuff. There's going to be all kinds of other, you know, stories. There's also, if, you know, guys are looking for those tips and tricks with sex, your guy, I could definitely teach you, you know, I can teach you where the G spot is for 35 cents. You know, if any guys are needing tips, I really am going to be putting out like how-to books, because when I was growing up, I wish there would have been somebody that was willing to talk and be upfront about things like me. And it's not that easy for a lot of people. Like my girlfriend right now, she still cannot, after 5 years of dating, she still cannot say to me, fuck me, do me. It's the cutest thing, but she is a very shy one, and some people are like that, and I fully get that. But I also believe you can get through it, because I was a very shy person. But that is a story for another time. So keep an eye out. The next one coming either tomorrow or the day after will be when I lost my virginity. Both times. That's right. Yes, both. So, you know, subscribe. No, I'm not Metro, but if you want to like it and subscribe anyways, I would appreciate it. And just out of curiosity, I don't understand what the problem with promoting it at the beginning. Anyways, I mean, it's not like it started off automatically. Hey, I'm sucking my own dick. Not bad, at least. Anyways, you guys have a great morning, and I will see you next time. This has been RedHeadWays.